Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. I am currently red. I only took one trade. It actually was a mistake. I tried to get straight out of the trade. But unfortunately, the very first bar was where it stopped me out. So had we not stopped out on the very first bar, I would have been able to get out break even. But like I said, it was actually a mistake. So, yeah. No, I'm here. I'm here. Good morning, Applejacks. How are you this morning? Isn't that a broken even? Yeah, it would have. Okay. I didn't get filled on the TP. You. I wonder if I would have actually gotten in on time if I would have gotten filled. Good morning, Pray. Good morning, Amelia. How are you guys this morning? Good morning. And Trenches better be here because I had 2 hours sleep and I'm still here. Okay? I didn't bail like I did earlier this week. I'm tired, but it's all good because I'm literally, as soon as the stream is done, I'm disconnecting from the data provider, I'm closing my laptop, and I'm going straight to sleep. Not even journaling. Well, I probably journaled the trades that I took, but that's about it. Good to hear. Good to hear. Good morning, Don't Save Her. How are you this morning? How are you and how goes it? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get on him. Cause you could have told me in the Discord you weren't gonna be here. I am super sleepy, but oh, okay, all right. I forgot. So the goal is to try to end up green today. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We're gonna try. I'm gonna also try to take more trades than I have been. I got through most of what I wanted to get through last night. Still a little bit left to finish, but progress is made. Um, All right, there's an imbalance in there. It actually pushed through. Sometimes these the trades happen so quickly. When we're close to a level like that, I don't want to take it because I just think that it's gonna hit it and bounce back up. Oh no, he's too loud today. Oh god. 38. I gotta turn him down. Nope. I might have to do like yesterday. No trades. Try to stay away from. Oh no. Oh no, that was right. Try not to take trades at levels today. This is gonna piss me off. Not until I figure it out. $55. That will irritate me. Okay, I have to turn him down. It's gonna irritate me too. I'm gonna be super irritable today because I'm fucking sleepy. And if I end up red, as long as I'm green overall for the week, I'm gonna count. We're good. You only Tradeify. I don't have Tradeify accounts. That's a take profit trader account, and no, I do trade Apex as well. However, I don't have any Apex evals right now. I have PAs. I don't want to trade them because I'm trying to still fix my strategy, and trying to figure out how to do that on Rinkos without going back to time-based charts that I know how to trade, but I don't want to trade time-based charts. And so because I know my strategy is not right, there's no point in risking my PAs. I'm not one of those people. I don't want to cycle through PAs no matter how much money I make. So I won't be trading my PAs until I pass this TPT account. And until then, we're just going to trade this one account. I don't have any other evals, just this last one. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Hold on a second. So yeah, that's really it. Hopefully, hopefully this weekend I can finish fixing this shit because it's gonna get on my nerves. I'm tired of doing like halfway decent with something and then basically later on figuring out like almost but not quite. And that's where I am right now. I know what's wrong with it. It's just gonna take time to fix. But I think I should be able to get it done this weekend. I don't have a lot to do. Last weekend I had a lot to do. So, you tried the Forex markets before? Absolutely. I have traded everything you could possibly think of. I've been trading since 2014. Um, I have been profitable on time-based charts. I've actually been profitable on Rinkos as well. However, the way that I traded before, honestly, I just traded divergence for the most part. And if I could find my notebook from a few years ago when I was profitable, trading Rinkos doing divergence, I would do it because I know for sure I wasn't trading a long time. My problem with going back to time-based charts is I used to trade all day, every day. And I mean from sun up to sundown back to when the sun is up again. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. And I'm willing to pay the time price to figure out how to trade the way I actually want to trade. But yeah, I've traded Forex, I've traded binary options, I've traded futures. I never did like regular options or anything. I've traded every instrument you could possibly think of. I've done a lot in my time. That's kind of how I know what I like and what I don't like. However, the problem is when I decided to get back into futures, basically when I got back on YouTube about almost a year and a half ago, my goal was to master scalping and 26 was to master scalping and also to try to figure out how to do so with a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, which is not easy at all. At all. I gotta break even there. Yeah, so being able to scalp with a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, which is not a lot of people know how to do, and doing it on Rinkos because I know that Rinkos are very price-based, they're very accurate. But there's not a lot of information out there in regards to how to trade Rinkos. And so eventually I discovered volume, which I had, oh shit, I forgot about the news. I should not have taken that trade. But anyway, I started trading volume for the first time. Then I discovered order flow and started trading that for the first time. And, you know, doing a lot of research helps a little bit to kind of understand how volume and order flow really shape price action and things. However, learning that from a time-based standpoint does not really help you that much with Rinkos. So with Rinkos, it's a lot more difficult. I wouldn't even say difficult because it's so precise. Understanding how to use it the way that it should be used is kind of hard. And so I knew it was going to take me a long time to figure it out, but that's the price you pay. So I took it on like as a challenge. Good morning, Trenches. How are ya? Because if you didn't tell me in the Discord you weren't going to be here, we were going to have a problem because I only had 2 hours of sleep and I still showed up. Thank you. But yeah, don't save her. So that's kind of my thing right now. Like I started trading volume last January, switched to order flow, but traded order flow a totally different way. Went back to volume, put them combined, didn't really like that. Went back, I kind of like went back and forth. And then I was starting to like the way I was trading up until this week. But then I realized that I was kind of screwing myself because I was basically only paying attention to like the bar of the pullback that has the highest volume, and that's not how you should trade with the Rinkos and order flow. Mainly because you can have bars that have very little volume in them that have very high delta, which lets you know that it's very aggressive buyers or sellers that you're trying to push back against. even if you're trading in the direction of the trend and everything like that, like you're still pushing back towards them. And so that was kind of a whole thing that I figured out like late last week, basically. And so, yeah. Now I'm having to go back through all the data that I've collected so far and kind of fix that. 36. And it takes a long ass time. 49. So like for instance here, there's a bar in here, right? That has very low volume compared to all the other volume of the bars in the swing. But there's 120 delta and there is a imbalance. The point of control is there. And so paying attention to the delta of that bar is actually more important than any other bar inside of this swing because the delta is so high. I don't know why I didn't think that way before when I first started doing trading this way. But I didn't. So now I'm paying the price. Oh my goodness. What a rip. I'm gonna let you have it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. It makes you so mad. You gotta go listen to some stupid music to make you laugh or lose a brain cell or two. Oh no, why is it making you mad? It's the prior high, but yes. The prior high is behind this resistance level. I hate when it hides behind there like that. It doesn't all the time, but oh my god, why are you so loud? The ding dongs are loud. Everything's just loud right now. All right. I think my mom thinks somebody's at the door. Yes. Oh god, do I need to make my presents?
Oh, we got this camera. Good morning, everybody.
Girl, stand up.
No, we looking like the. I have to go, but I'm just saying good morning to everybody, and I hope she's treating you guys well.
See you when you get back. Gotta love mommies. Applejacks, the nerve of you. The fucking nerve. I will tell her that you said that when she gets back. The nerve. Oh my gosh. Don't look at her like that. That's how I look at her all the time. If you didn't know, baby, I'm the realest. Look at this. This picture is from like, I don't know, a couple years ago. Look at how I be looking at her like that all the time when she talking. Like, girl, if you don't just shut up. Because she's a character. Yes, that's my mommy. It's my mommy. All right, let's see if we can get back green. Kind of want to get away from, okay. I'm going to end up being able to take buys at, resistance levels and sales at support levels, but not today, okay? There is a difference in what the order flow and volume needs to look like when I'm doing that. And I ain't have enough time to go through all that shit last night, so we're just gonna avoid that today. I've been doing it for months and doing just fine, but I gotta switch it up just a little bit. That Coco song. I On Site is my favorite right now. I mean, besides Taste and Here We Go. That's the what the fuck. My mom doesn't trade. I bet you honestly. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. No, my mom doesn't trade. Nobody in my family trades, actually. The only person that trades in my life is, besides you guys, is my best friend of what, about 10 years or so. But I bet you like eventually, like once I have completely figured out my strategy, I got like 6 months in of trading the exact same way, that she will eventually want to learn. My mom is super like, one day, once my strategy is 100% set, I am going to make a video showing people what it took to get there. I'm gonna show you guys how many notebooks I went through, how many pages. Like, I have a stack of papers right here. That's a little ridiculous. But my mom is super analytical. And she's the type of person where if you teach her something, she gets it like that. Especially if it has anything, if it's a very set thing. Like, that's my other problem and why it's taken me so long to like get the strategy the way I want it to be, because it's very mechanical. I don't want any strategy that is based on discretion. And the only reason for that is because if I ever decided to teach or put out any kind of educational material that kind of goes with the way that I trade, I want it to be something that people can easily follow, and not, I mean, if you just go on tilt and you just are greedy and you're fucked up in the head when it comes to trading, it doesn't matter how mechanical a strategy is, you're going to do some dumbass shit, okay? Just is what it is. You got to fix the psychological part of it. But I've always said, like, if I ever decided to teach, I want 100 students that all took the same trade, because it's mechanical and you don't have to think. Once you start, oh, well, I feel like the market is going here because, you know, we've done this for so long, it just has to. No, the fuck it doesn't. There is a reason why the market moves the way that it moves. And despite some people thinking that, you know, the market is super erratic, there is no way that you can have a mechanical strategy. I'm not saying your mechanical strategy is going to be 100%, but you can have a very high win rate with a mechanical strategy. I've done it before in the past. I've just never done it the way I'm trying to do it right now. And so I want to eventually be able to show people that no, you can. You really can. Something that I just learned recently, actually, because I've always thought of price action being one thing, volume and order flow kind of being another. And when I've been analyzing the market for the last year that I've been toying back and forth between volume and order flow and combining them and separating them all over again, I've always like analyzed what the price action was and then tried to figure out what the order flow or volume combination needs to be. And it's actually a little bit backwards, because volume and order flow is what shapes the price action that we see on the screen. And once I heard that little nugget in a video recently, I was like, oh shit, we have to do this a little different. And that's why I had to kind of go back and fix things, which I'm still fixing. Hopefully I can finish this weekend. Oh my God, Apple checks. You want to know something crazy? I have not heard. I just told my best friend this yesterday. We were talking about her album. I have not gotten past Here We Go, actually, because Taste, On Site, Thing for You, and Here We Go, I love those songs. I like the other two as well, but I love those songs. I don't even know actually, I do know what the song Most Beautiful Design sounds like, only because not too long ago, I put my playlist, I downloaded this album as soon as it was available. And so I put my phone on shuffle Coco Jones, just the artist. And when that song came on, I said, what the fuck is this? So I didn't really like it very much. But I also only heard the beginning of it. Mainly because if I don't like the beginning of a song, I'm probably just not gonna like it at all. So that was kind of that. But I'm gonna listen to the rest of the album this weekend. Definitely tuning in. Janelle, I'm going to watch. It seems like I'm stubborn because I won't go back to what I know works. But part of it is like, I just want to prove to not just myself, but other people as well, that like all of these different thought processes people have in their head in regards to like mechanical strategies is so wrong. It is so wrong. It is so wrong. And I am willing to take even longer doing what I need to do because I'm not hurting for money or anything. So I will take longer to figure this out just so I can prove to people, and not just really prove to people from that aspect, but prove like, yo, put in the work and you can have a mechanical strategy regardless of what you're talking about. It's just a matter of, do you want to put in the work? Not everybody is willing to, not everybody has the time to do it either. But discretionary trading actually makes my head hurt. Mainly because I'm over analytical. So doesn't work for me. I will overanalyze myself out of every single trade. Every single one. I have been trading for 2 whole years, so I know what the market is doing. Girl. I can't stand it. Like if you just want to trade off intuition, you do that. Whatever. But I think it's hilarious hearing people be so negative in regards to mechanical strategies who literally thanks for the sub, man on fire. People who literally don't trade with anything on their charts that would tell them anything outside of their discretion. So it's like, you don't know what you don't know. And if you aren't willing to expose yourself to different things, whether it's different candle types, different time frames, I hate the whole like, if you trade with indicators, blah blah blah, like naked trading only, like shut the fuck up. I hate it. Do I consider myself a hell no? Not right now. Don't savor. And that I'm not teaching. To be honest with you, I could withdraw $1 million in 1 year and still have no desire to teach. We talk about this all the time. And that's why I don't teach. You know, on my stream, I just talk about, hey, these are some things that I've learned, sure, along the way, but I don't teach. I don't want to teach. But I also feel like if I have access to information that can help someone, then I feel like it's my civil and moral and ethical duty to help that person. Like, don't get it twisted. Just because I've been on YouTube for 1.5 years losing, trying to figure out this strategy, it doesn't mean I don't know how to trade. I'm just trying to figure out the way I want to trade with the candle type that I want to trade with and things like that. I can go switch to a time-based chart and be profitable. I don't want to do that. Just don't. I hate time-based charts. I don't care how profitable I was with them. I don't want to go back to them. I just don't. But there are because I have so much experience and because I know how to use time-based charts, there are people that I watch and I'm just like, I know exactly what your problem is. But you know, some people don't want help. A lot of people on YouTube don't want help, and I understand that. But then some people will actually want help, but because you don't have as much in payouts as they do, they think that they can't listen to you. It's very stupid because you don't know what someone's experience is. And it a lot of times is simple shit. Like, why the fuck? You're taking a buy. You have levels on your chart that indicate resistance. And you take a buy going into it and say, why did we just pop down like that? What? Okay. Random stuff like that. And it's like, the least you could do is just not have it on your damn charts if you don't want to use them. I mean, what are they there for? I'm so confused. I genuinely just don't be understanding. Let's see, 41. I'm gonna take a stab at this sale right here. Well, not if we keep stalling. We keep stalling, the point of control is gonna have to move, which it just did. Still gonna try it. If it decides to go. Not the biggest fan of it pushing off the high, but whatever. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, please. Why wasn't I closed out? Am I still in this fucking trade? Oh my god. Why didn't it take me out of the damn trade? Auto break even price modification from 68 to 61.5. So why the fuck didn't I get filled there? We sat there for the longest. Oh my god, then it goes, you bitch. Anyway. That means they didn't trade. Girl, Amelia, 2 years ain't nothing. Don't say what you don't. Saw that trader show up my every candle in the last 20 minutes was green and not even start off red. It was just so ridiculous. And wonder. My favorite is people who purposely want to be counter trend traders. Like on purpose. With nothing telling them when a reversal is likely to happen. Like this, there was a reversal that was likely to happen. I'll show you exactly why. All right. So, and this entire move up was fueled by a push off of a resistance turned into support level. The yesterday's high was there as well, so we used that as support as well. But let's look at the delta on the way up. So the highest one was 41. And you can see, this is why I'm switching to trading this way, where I pay attention to what the highest delta is in the entire swing. So anyway, so 41 was the highest delta going all the way up, right? So because of that, and let me move this over a little bit. So I literally just knew that because of volume, if the volume of this reversal bar was less than any volume bar going up that swing, I wanted the delta to be more than 41 and I wanted the point of control to be in the wick. That's it. Now, as we sat in that bar, the volume of that bar actually, there was a lot more volume in that bar than the highest bar in the swing going up. So at that point, that's why I said before I took the trade, well, now I need the point of control to move. I needed it to move into the body of the candle. I didn't give a damn where it was. As long as it was in the body, it could be up here, it could be down here. It did not matter. But I still wanted the delta to be more than 41. And it was. You can see it was 172. And we just pushed basically 200 ticks from my entry. I am somebody who will counter trend trade, but I don't just do it often because I want to. Volume and order flow told me there was a high chance of the market reversing there. And we reversed 200 ticks. Wouldn't you know? That's it. Trade spot. Do you day trade or swing trade more? I only day trade and I only scalp. That's it. So my Renko bars are 24 ticks with a threshold of 2 ticks. So it takes 48 ticks to go from the top of a bar to close it. And then every bar in that direction closes when we have 2 more ticks that goes in that direction. And so with a 24 tick chart, my stop loss is 26 ticks. So when the bar closes, like here, when the bar closes, my entry is placed 1 tick beyond the close of the bar. And then basically price can do whatever the hell it wants to, but it cannot go 1 tick beyond the open of the bar. So it's a very tight stop loss and take profit, but that's because I cannot trade with a negative risk to reward ratio. I never have, and I never will be able to. Does not make sense to me to lose 500 to make 100, because now how many times do I have to win in order to get that money back? Hell no. I want to lose a trade and be able to make it all back minus commissions the next trade if I win the next trade. So yeah, I scalp. Most of my trades, I'm in and out within 10 seconds most of the time. Applejacks. Counter trend when the trend is slow grinding up out. Girl, I don't know. Have the day either, so not. I'm actually surprised at how many people don't even put, like, they don't have a high or low of day or previous day high or low on their charts. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I used to do that years ago. And one day I was like, it's like I'm trading against a wall. Every time it pulls back, it's like I'm trading against the wall. And so I just so happened one day to open up, the indicators thing on NinjaTrader. And I was just going down the list trying to see, what's in here. And I was like, oh, current open high low close, or a current open high low and prior open high low close. I probably could use that. And that's when I started using it. That is when how much do I have in this? 255. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I am a huge proponent of indicators to a certain extent. Like, you have to know what's there. I just don't understand naked trading at all. I just don't. 1435. One of these. All right, hold on. I gotta check something real quick. How much time I got? 15 minutes. Fuck. Hold on, you guys. I have to check some. Oh, it wasn't that one. Actually. Wasn't that either. What am I thinking of? I don't know. But that last trade going off the high, I legit lost money on that trade having to flatten because it didn't take me out at break even. And then for it to drop 200 ticks from that, I only lost like $45, but still, it's the principle. And then for it to drop freaking 200 ticks from that is insane. Definitely will lose big. It's only gambling. Absolutely. Y'all know how irritated I've been. What was that, a couple weeks ago? I was like, what the fuck am I spending all this time trying to actually figure out and learn how to trade the way I want to trade for when I could just fucking gamble? Why not? Everybody else doing it. Getting payouts. I might as well do the same thing, right? But no, that would actually drive me crazy. It'll drive me insane. So I'm not going to do it. But I've contemplated. I have. I really have. You need Chick-fil-A after this red week? I feel it. Baby, treat yourself. Drown my sorrows in some nuggets and waffle fries. Change the liquid death formula. They started making smaller cans and they don't taste the same. What's the difference in the taste to you? My Cash App was way. They pay us with their weird gambling, and that's the sad part. It is the sad part. It is. And I at the end of the day, I don't blame anybody for gambling. That props have given us a certain opportunity and people are just trying to seize the opportunity that we have. And I get it. You know. However, for me, the reason why, first of all, my brain just won't let me do it. That's the first part. But the second part is the last thing I want to do is go on a decent run, not really knowing what the fuck I'm doing, getting nice payouts, and then I start struggling really hard. And yes, my past payouts were great, but now I've been on the struggle bus for months and I can't figure out what to do, what to change, because I prefer to gamble than to actually develop a strategy. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. It's not worth it to me at all. And that's just me personally, but I get it. Because my other problem is, okay, what if we wake up tomorrow and props are gone? You mean to tell me that I'm probably never going to make another red cent from trading because now I don't have the opportunity to leverage, the opportunity that props are giving me? No, I am doing what I need to do so that whether the prop firm industry is here for another 10 years or another 10 months, I know how to trade the way I want to trade. I have made the way that I want to trade work. I can trade it in a live market and still be able to make money consistently and not blow through accounts and not sit here and think about how I was a has-been. I don't want to do that. I told you guys when I came onto YouTube, I am here to share my journey and show people how in real time, how difficult it can be to put a strategy together when you are starting from scratch. You didn't learn from anybody. You didn't take any courses. You didn't do, because at the end of the day, you can make almost any strategy work, almost, at least the foundation of it, right? However, everything doesn't work for everybody, right? Especially because a lot of strategies have some level of discretion in there and everybody doesn't think the same. So what I never want to do, because one day, even if I don't decide to teach people on a massive scale, but if I have family, friends, whatever, I don't want to have students all looking at the same chart and they're all doing things differently because my strategy calls for them to use discretion. That doesn't work for me, because then you can't come to me and be like, hey, I took this trade and it don't seem like it was right. Like, what's up? And all I could tell you is I don't fucking know. I had a great experience with this when I was on Facebook a lot. I was in a Facebook group that teaches max price action trading with the two-legged pullbacks. And it used to drive me crazy that you would have all these people every day, you know, showing, hey, I took this trade. Can anybody figure out like I followed the rules? Why didn't, you know, how come this didn't work out? And then you'll have like 10 people all give different reasons why it didn't, and 10 people give different reasons why it should have. Oh, I took the same trade. I was wondering the same thing because XYZ. Oh, I took the same trade because I saw this. Like, that doesn't work for my brain. It just doesn't. It doesn't. It's always going to be props Keamber. Oh, I mean, yeah, I know that. I'm just saying props in the way that we know it today. Who knows? Like you said, the simulation can go away. Payouts can be capped per trader. Regulations can come. We just don't know, right? We just really don't know. And I would rather just know what the fuck I'm doing, regardless. That's all. I am so sleepy. I am so glad I am off of here in 15 minutes. These props are not guaranteed for life. You have to learn something. Absolutely. Because the other thing is, like, as much as I would love for props to be around forever, just from a standpoint of like, oh, that's not gonna work. Just because of the opportunity to leverage, the opportunity to not have to put $1,000 of your own money into a cash account and things like that. The reality is people are getting very good at playing the prop game. And we don't know how long it's gonna be before these props start to make some rash decisions, right? People are getting better at gambling. Like, let's think about this. You have people out here who are so upset because there are props like Apex who don't have a clear path to live. But let's be real. Just based off of people that you guys see in Discords, people that you guys see on YouTube, Reddit, wherever you see other traders, most people, you think about it, they only have to be good for 5 days. They only have to be good for 8 days, for 10 days. They don't have to actually be good at trading. They have to do halfway decent for a short period of time, and they'll get a payout. Then, you know, because they only put 100 in and got 1,000 out, now to them, they've 10 times their money. So yeah, they just failed the account, but it don't matter because I can buy more. You know, so for most people, and from a business aspect, obviously, duh, it makes sense. But for most people, as long as I get out more than what I put in, that's all that matters. Okay, but how is a prop supposed to take somebody live like that? How? It's impossible. It's impossible. But I wouldn't be surprised if eventually, who knows how long this is down the road, but eventually if they start capping people, like max payout per person or something like that. There's a couple of props that are like that. Like once you get to this amount, period, either you go live, or if we don't want you to go live, like that's it. And I don't blame them, because you just have to be good for a short period of time. Now, mind you, people who get payouts is still such a small percentage, but people are getting better. That's why all these companies are making all these different changes. That's why Top Step in their one rule is no longer a fucking one rule. Because people got good at the game. Oh, $200 for 5 days? That's it? And I could request 50%? Oh, let me show you. Yeah, shortcuts are insane though. A lot of props can't keep up. They sure cannot. But at the same time, like, it would be so easy for them to just, well, I can't say that. I was going to say it could be easy for them to ban bots Because to a certain extent, some bots are very easy to realize that they're there. Like, it's just like when they had that NinjaTrader competition. Remember, I was in it and I showed you guys how like people literally had a bot that they turned on the second the competition started and it never turned off. Took thousands of trades. Why is this a trading like this is a competition for traders and you're paying somebody who's using a computerized system? Just stupid. So if they have a bot that's like that, then yeah, it's easy for them to detect. But one of the other problems that is going around with props and has been for at least a year is the group trading thing. People were upset because Apex made them record videos, but people were group trading. You had people where on the video, it was clear that they weren't trading themselves. They weren't clicking any goddamn buttons. You had people who didn't even know how to open a damn chart. And on one hand, you have people like, but so what? Like, they paid their money. They should get paid out. No. 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 Just how to trap one-on-one by girl. I can't do anything. I've been trying to look for a trade, but there's nothing here. Literally nothing. There's nothing here. And we're in this consolidation zone too, so who knows? We probably won't get out of it. Honestly, there's been nothing since like 924, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Trading after 9:30 is probably gonna become obsolete for me at some point. I just can't see myself continuing to stay after 9:30, even though it's just a measly little 15 minutes, but still. Somewhere even trading. They had a company they paid for trading for them. Absolutely. And they freaking market the companies all the time, but you have people, there's no way people are doing that. You don't get the same motherfucking ads I do. We don't get paid until we get your first payout. What? Like, I knew it was bad when at one point, when you went in Replicanto's, I think it was either in their FAQ or somebody posted a screenshot of an email that they got from Replicanto. I think it might have been an email. Somebody asked, how do they hide that they're being like their trades are being copied from a master account elsewhere? And Replicanto literally told them how to hide it. I knew it was bad then. I knew it. I just fucking knew it. All right, we might have a buy here, possibly, if we ever decide to close down. D. I need the point of control to move up like one more tick. Oh, wait. Maybe we won't close up. All right. Oh my God. I had such high hopes. Oh, let me go back. Sorry. Just asking about the giveaway winners and why he didn't win. No, my favorite is watching streamers and people coming in like, hey, is there a giveaway today? I saw one person one time say, I lost all my accounts today. You need to do a giveaway. What? Doesn't even mean you're gonna win. Crazy. Now it's the list of winners you didn't win, so it's not your business. That is crazy. GTA 6 got pushed back. Applejacks, are we surprised? In any capacity? Are we? Didn't even care or get suspicious. No, they didn't care, Amelia, at all. Asking how to hide your scam is... Yes, that's what they were doing. But people just always want to blame the props for like whatever the reaction is without even knowing why that is the reaction. Like, people don't use their brains. They don't. They do not. Or if a prop comes out and says like, hey, we have to do XYZ because of 1, 2, 3, then it's, oh, they're lying. And like, oh my God, people are just cuckoo. Very cuckoo. I can't take this cell right here. I have a minute left in my session. I'm going to take a stab at this. I don't know, it's a trap, but who the fuck cares at this point? Feel me, bitch. All right. If only I would have gotten the TP on that last trade. I just waited so long for another trade. All right, so with this trade, literally, all I was looking for was for the, oh, let me show this first. I probably need to put the volume over there. All right, so I was looking for the volume of my entry bar to be more, to basically take over the volume of any candle in this swing, which it did. There's the highest one, and then we took over that, right? So I wanted that. And then I just wanted the delta to be higher. And right now I don't have any rules that says that it can't be a trap. So we had 38. 38 was the highest delta in the swing down. I do count the reversal bar. And we had 56. So I got into it. You could see it was a trap because the sellers were in control of the trend. And I think that traps work for this particular setup because if you look, this is what I call it a no interest reversal. We go from a lower low to a lower high to a higher low. So trapping sellers makes sense because we're pushing into a lower high. And so we're trapping the sellers that we're trying to continue the push down, basically. So that's why I got into that particular trade. All right, let me show you guys the accounts. Yes, they do call it a scam if prop changes the rules. And I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some scammy prop firms out here, okay? But I genuinely believe that most companies don't make rule changes until their profit margins get a little too slim, and then they make the changes. And for me, I don't have a problem with that. As long as it's nothing that's retroactive, who cares? Because we can be as mad as we want to, but if we want props to stay around, we don't want all these props closing, right? So if you have to do what you have to do to make your margins better, then by all means do that. Just don't, I'm on day 7 of my 8-day cycle to get a payout and you made changes today. And now I'm affected because I did something 5 days ago, because there are companies that have done that. But yeah. Tradeify does that 3 times and they did. Amelia, baby, some prop firms can do what the hell they want to and people won't care. But if a different prop firm does the same thing, it's a problem. 15 miles away from me to see centers. Trenches, my mom already watched that on the Fire Stick. She said it was good though. Her and my granny said it was good. With the trenches, I don't know if you saw this interview. I feel like it was him. It was the creator of Sinners who said that going to an IMAX theater, you should, I don't know, is it only shown at IMAX theaters? But he was saying like it was shot with, I guess, cameras or settings that's like specifically for IMAX, if I'm not mistaken. See you, Janelle. Have a great weekend and a great rest of your day till they start doing stuff. Exactly, Amelia. Now that, what was that? UProfit did it. Elite Trader Funding did it. It was a couple of other companies that did that as well. And they were so bold as to close people's accounts. Like, huh? How you closing my account for a rule that wasn't even a rule when I broke the rule? I'm so confuzzled. So confused. All right, let me show you guys the accounts. I am hoping that I have enough time this weekend to finish going through the rest of this data. I think I'm not going to take a nap right now. I'm actually not as sleepy as I was when I first woke up after my 2-hour nap. Because next week I want it to be the last week before, like, I want to start trading at least my 25K PA the following week. Even if I'm still on this TPT account, if I make pretty good progress next week, I don't mind going and trading my 25K PA the following week. But that'll be the only one that I do. I want to see if I can get it out of this drawdown, which I'm not going to lie. When I go back to trading this account, I'm not trading on micros. Minis only. I don't care that it's only $650 left in drawdown. I don't care, because the last time I was trading this account, me using micros on it, like, really screwed me up, like real bad. It was trades that I took profit on that didn't take profit on the micros. I'm still in the trade. Like, it was literally insane. I think it was the copy trader. I don't know, but you guys know I've been having this issue with this damn copy trader for a long time. And y'all know back in February, them motherfuckers told me that it was going to be fixed that weekend, and ain't been no update since. But anyway, so yeah, we'll see. But overall, not a horrible week. I'm still green for the week on this account, so that's all I really care about. And then I'll be going into next week with $1,700 left in drawdown. That's illegal. I don't break laws. Okay. I don't either. Except that one. But yeah, all right, you guys, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early Monday morning at 8:45 Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And I will see you guys Monday. Bye.